That's fine.
This week's episode of Expanding Universe. I'm your host, the SRGBOSS, the greatest American ever lived, the Wet Dream Warrior, the Underworld Champion. And I'm joined by my personal consigliere. We're just celebrating, just you and I, because one half of the Tri-State Tag Team Champions, one half of the LFF Tag Team Champions, 1/8 of the greatest faction of 2026, the Crime Wave. And we have a lot of really cool stuff to work on today. We're going to just keep it intimate. We're going to keep it in the Crime Wave family for today. We're going to show off some cool stuff.
I mean, like, we should. We're going to win faction of the year this year at the award ceremony. I mean, like, we should.
Listen, we should. There's a lot of haters. There's a lot of haters.
Oh, yeah.
That don't want to give credit when their credit's due. I hear, how many CACs did you guys win? I mean, we had a nice showing. I don't know how many we took down, if any. We had a couple second places, a couple third places, a couple fourth places, one faction wars, won 4 titles.
I mean, here's the facts, folks.
Beat the greatest tag team of all time.
Yeah, I don't believe in any faction wars redemptions for titles has any team really not missed the mark except for one or two.
We need Mr. Cheat. That's why I want to get Mr. Cheat here. All
We're
right,
gonna
Schmidt, you've been
well,
bothering me all day about humanity.
okay, yeah. Let's see. Let's see humanity, folks.
I like
We
it.
uh
Oh, the humanity.
oh the humanity. Uh,
I like him. Very powerful, very hard to kill, Mr.
oh
Humanity.
wow, wow. Your power and technique
Yeah.
are +3 during your opponent's turn. I like that a lot.
Yeah, if you come in to take this guy out, you better take him out because he is not going down
Without a
to
six.
sevens and eights very often. You better take him.
And Drew would actually like this competitor too, because he can't roll a 6 or 7.
Look.
Yeah, 6, 7. Oh, I'm doing that crap now.
Hey.
God,
No,
the joys of parenthood, because you get to hear the kids say those things. Anyway,
Jeremy Steigerwald, who we got to deal with yesterday, who continues to just be such a wonderful
yeah,
moral compass, always has
yes,
such nice things to say.
yes, he
We
does.
appreciate that guy.
We do.
But yes, listen, if your kids like saying 6, 7, I don't care what you think he stated. Say 6, 7 all day long. It's only it doesn't matter if it's children, if it's adults, if it's anyone. If there's something that people enjoy, let them enjoy it, man.
Ron and chat says all the time, Brian, all the time. Like, I mean, like he's got 2 girls that probably do the same exact thing. So yeah.
Our elf on the shelf came with a joke.
Oh
Sam found it and we put it up where it was like, "How tall do you think Santa is?"
yeah.
About 6, 7, and
Oh
then like the
jeez.
kids thought it was like the funniest thing ever.
The elf brought a
Oh.
note because the elf brings a note for us, and it was on the 6th, which was 5 days ago, and she says, "What comes after 6? 6, 7, 6, 7."
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh, the humanity.
3 to power. Your strike and grappler skills are equal to the crowd mirror. That's not bad.
This is gonna be pretty powerful.
I give me. I like this a lot.
I like these things I'm still working on. This was actually the last person I put together for this set.
Yeah.
+1 power, +1 strike, +1 technique. If you have another card with you lose the match via disqualification in the text in play, you may reroll your finish roll, and that roll
Oh,
is +1. All right, so one of
that's
the things I'm
good.
going to go over with
That's good.
testers and feedback, this specifically looks for you lose the match via disqualification, so you can't like bootlegger and stuff to get the bonus.
Oh, so you need
The
like the
idea behind
22.
this is you actually need like a chair shot in play to get
Gotcha.
the super bonus, right? I mean, and a bonus like that, re-roll with a +1 is pretty steep. So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's like hitting a second finisher. So this is a great one, which leads me to the final piece of this puzzle.
Princeton's got
Oh, the
asking,
human.
will we have more DQ cards in the old school card pool for the next month's CAC?
Glad you asked. Here's one.
Your
I don't think the card pool is going to change too drastically for the next month's CAC. I think it's going to be the same card pool that we're usually dealing with.
Okay.
Old school 3 has just started the artwork commissions now. There might be some ladder themed cards and some weapons for the first time, so you could look out for that.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't expect any massive changes or any at all.
I gotta find
Your
that.
opponent's first breakout roll is -1 for each card you have in play with. You lose the match via disqualification in the text. This one does not say other.
Oh.
Let's see. It's the Grand Machine. Grand Machine, you are calling while we are live on Expanding the Universe. How is life treating you?
Hey, Steven, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm saying you are live as I'm on a show called Expanding the Universe. How are you?
Okay, how's everything?
Good. We love you. Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
Do you want to say hello to everybody?
What?
You want to say hello? Say hello. The whole world can hear you right now. You are live on stream.
I'm on the screen.
You're on stream, yep.
Well, I want to tell them, have a nice holiday.
You
Good to
too.
each other. And if you are angry with anybody, just forget it and make up with all your friends and family.
Wow, Grandma, you don't realize how on point that might be right now. We love you. Thank you for that.
Okay? But anyway, I hope they have a nice holiday.
All right, bye, Grandma. Love you.
Bye-bye.
You
You
too,
heard
there,
that?
Grand Machine.
You heard that?
Oh, I
Enjoy
heard
the
that.
game, have fun, and if you have a problem with somebody, forgive them. Your opponent's first breakout roll is -1 for each card you have in play. With you lose the match via disqualification play. If stopped, you may put this card into play. All right, so obviously the combo that we're trying to get here is this into the pile driver, where their first breakout roll would be -2, and you get a reroll and a +1. I like the idea of if somebody tries to stick their finger in your mouth, even if they stop it, you still get to do something. I don't know if functionally it's better if it hits and then they break out. You could put it into play. I think that that's probably worse,
Okay.
as once it hits, I don't know if you necessarily want it in play to have to do a different finisher to them. So right now, this is what I'm testing. I think if all their breakout rolls were -1, that might be way too good. I don't know. Maybe -2 seems a little reasonable.
First breakout was -2. Well, I'm gonna compare it to the wait for it lock, which is the first 2 breakout rolls are -1 for each other 2 follow-ups in your opponent's discard pile. So the max that I can get is a -4, if anything.
First breakout roll or first 2?
First breakout roll is -1 for each 2 follow-ups they have in their discard pile.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is a little different, right? The whole idea is you throw humanities for each. It either hits or it gets stopped, and then the pulling pile driver is insane, right?
Right.
So we can test that out. Oh, the humanity!
Oh, humanity! I'm trying to find something. Ooh. This is kind of cool. Good news. Bite opponent is appropriate to get rid of someone sticking their fingers in your mouth.
That's
true.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Very true.
Actually, yeah. When I was making it too, I was thinking, what if this was like this card can be stopped by cards with bite in the name? That's a little silly.
I mean, if it's is there any stops? So
no, it just those are stops, right? Like, all right. One thing I want to work on today is somebody who I'm a big fan of. Just watch Fantastic Four. I thought he crushed his
Mole Man. That's right.
As the Mole Man.
Love it.
Crushed it.
Crushed it. I love them.
Very excited. And I have some interesting ideas. Again, I don't have a fleshed out. I was going to work with it here on the show in real time, give you kind of a look behind my process here. Sammy Callahan and the Revolver guys, they pick their own stat line, so this is from them.
Okay.
And I think the artwork is really, really amazing. So I didn't say I'm going to make this guy a Goliath for whatever reason, so on and so forth. So one thing I would like to do for this is, I know over and over again, people are saying you got to do theme to his keywords and so on and so forth. And I don't disagree with that. I think that should be on his spotlight, because from my understanding with Paul, is he wants to be taken seriously as a professional wrestler. So I want to make sure that his gimmick doesn't portray him as an actor being a wrestler, but really portrays him as being a wrestler.
Okay.
And then we could put some thematic stuff. If you notice, one of his cards is called Emmy winning
Chair Shot.
Chair Shot.
Yep.
You know, this I think could have the flavor of if you have a card with Sting or so on and so forth.
Is that card?
Name,
is
right?
he hitting Cardona with that?
Looks like Cardona, Steph DeLander.
Yeah, that's Cardona. Yeah, that's Cardona.
Who's that here?
I don't know.
Oh, and what's interesting about these is these are not specific to Paul as the way he laid these out. We have to see if we have to change that. I don't think so, right? I think you guys like having the pool of finishers
I think
for
it's a
these
good.
guys.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, give them the pool of finishes.
What's up, wife?
Hi Sam. Hi Sage.
Sage giving me the death look right now.
Uh-oh.
What did I do?
She
What
gonna.
did I do?
She's gonna kill. No, she's not.
Who's here in the chat with us?
Right now we got Princess Anika, Ron Talks Tabletop, the Misfits here.
Oh, hey, Misfit.
Roddy Ron and Mikey Nichols right now in the chat. This is YouTube. We have a few people. We have a couple of people watching. Hello, YouTube. Let us know who's there in the chat.
Yeah, if you want to tag Wrestling Revolver, Paul, Sammy Callahan as we work on that, that would be pretty cool.
Let's see.
50. All right, let's see. My man, Sammy Callahan, making me some big old files. File open.
When did Pro Wrestling PWH get wrestle Guy Fieri? Did he wrestle Guy Fieri? No, he didn't. There's no way.
Did he wrestle Guy Fieri?
I don't. Oh, the guy on the grapple finish looks like him. Oh, okay.
I didn't think so. I got to take a look. That is Paul. Oh, wow. It is sized accurately. Go, Sammy. Go, Sammy. Go, Sammy. Go.
Go Ninja. Go Ninja.
Yeah, why?
Go.
What? Yeah, why? Would I just be talking to the computer? Not that weird.
I mean,
no. Why? What's up? It's fine. I thought you were starting in like an hour. We're bright and early today.
there we go. PW Revolver.
Do you think if his keywords were like throw, karate, and stuff, that would?
What was the thing in? I hate to say use Cobra Kai as a reference, but what was he using in Cobra Kai that?
Well, he was a stingray.
Yeah, he was the stingray. So, well, you could put maybe ring. There's no sting. Oh, let me look and see if we have a sting keyword.
There is stinging splash. There's actually lots of stings.
Let's see how many we have. Sting. Not stang. Twisting. Twisting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
so
quite a few. Read them off.
Yeah. So give him sting. Why not? Give him sting as a keyword. And oh, folks, sting and what other keyword you thinking?
Oh, karate, but he does.
Ow. Sting and what other folks? Come on.
Well, we don't need them. Well, I would say sting, takedown, judo, karate. If we're going that route,
right?
As a wrestler, he does use some karate moves. He uses a 6-inch punch. He uses a crane kick. He uses like a spine buster.
I mean, we could do that.
I don't know why my text box is not coming up. That's my main concern here.
Maybe it's a.
Got a new one here. So originally I had
Would it be too on the nose to have Rest, WREST, so that all the wrestling cards work for him? So chain wrestling and
I don't
that
know
type
about
of thing.
on the nose. Yeah, I think. What if it had wrestling in the name, right?
Yeah, have wrestling in the name. Why not?
Instead of rest. My original keywords I had were sting, karate, judo, and takedown.
And what was the secondary effect?
I didn't get that far because I was gonna scrap it in lieu of making it
Keyword base?
not keyword based, but as I said, I don't want to do a disservice to Paul, and I'll speak with Sammy about it.
Mm.
I think that he wants to be treated as just a wrestler, right? Like,
Right.
I don't think this is like a Stingray character, right? This is Paul as
Okay.
a wrestler.
Okay.
So like part of that might just be like this diversity and stuff. That's why I was thinking if we put that on the Emmy winning chair shot, right?
Right.
That like this effect could be on a spotlight. And it'd be kind of cool too, because if this goes the revolver route, this would be a spotlight that anyone could really use, right? So let's do something I like to do when I'm kind of in my creative process.
All right.
Hope this works out the way I intend. We're going to go kind of backwards. We're going to design the
The
Emmy
finish.
chair shot with the gimmick in mind. Well, with knowing that we could then make a gimmick that makes this card really good, right? That would
Okay.
be. So our keywords for the Emmy winning chair shot. And he also said wrestling in it. So who brought up the wrestling keyword? I thought that was pretty
Anika.
interesting.
It was Anika.
Because if I'm not mistaken, whoa, what's up with this?
Oh, that?
So
Yeah.
bizarre. Seems so bizarre. It was one of the first times. Don't quote me on this because I'm not an expert on the Emmys, but like professional wrestling had a spotlight during the Emmys. As he gave a shout out to Wrestling Revolver and everything when he won the Emmy.
Yeah.
Which I think was a really cool moment. Like maybe there were other moments where there was a professional wrestling spotlight.
Did the wrestler win anything at the Emmys?
Maybe. But did they actually like shout out professional and independent wrestling, you know?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe. I think I know that the wrestler had like really good reviews, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it necessarily won some big ones. All right. So when this card is in your pile, hit a card with Sting. Are there Cobra? There's Cobra Clutch, right?
It's Cobra Clutch at 24, yeah.
Are there any Cobra keywords? Because that's what he got the Emmy for, right?
Maybe?
Google, Schmidt. You got the Google machine.
All right. Jesus, man.
Oh my God. I don't know. It's not an acceptable answer in 2025. That's what I tell my kids. Whenever they say, I don't know, or I can't do it, they have to say, I don't know how instead. No, I don't know is not the right answer. When this card is in your discard pile,
so he won the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Movie for his chilling role as serial killer Larry Hall in Blackbird.
Oh, so not even this.
No.
Bird.
Cobra. Cobra Clutch is the only Cobra card.
Yes.
according to Anika.
So we also have black and bird, right? Anything on black? I know we have a lot of birds.
No, I don't think there's any black. I'm gonna look. Stand by.
Hmm.
Black. I know Black Scorpion X. Joe Black. Who the hell? What? Uh-huh. Leader of the Black Sheep, Midas Black. Black Scorpion X.
A lot of
Uh,
blacks in the name.
yeah, no. The only thing that has reference to black in a finish is the Death Drop, but that's the blackface version.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Black face paint, Schmidt. Let's
I'm
like make
sorry.
sure. Jeez.
Yeah, who the hell is... I've never seen... Let me look at Joe Black. Oh, okay. Southern States. Disregard. Never mind.
Don't disregard, acknowledge.
I
So
hit...
for BDE, a gimmick that I was kind of liking. We get that in a second. I like the idea of cards in your discard pile are randomly buried. So like he never has a discard pile. I think it could be very good.
Okay.
Because you could just play like massive card draw and draw from the bottom and search deck cards. Obviously, you can't grab certain things. So I think that might be, it only affects him. I think that would be pretty cool.
Okay.
That was my idea. Paul Walter, let's go with when you roll power or strike for your turn roll. There, we got a starting point. Damn it, Google machine. I thought you won an Emmy for Cobra Kai.
Nope.
But you did it for being a murderer.
Best supporting actor.
In a murder. So what? Death?
Death.
Oh. Said it was called Blackbird.
Blackbird. Yep.
Wow, it's got a 98 review. How have I never
Really?
heard of this?
Apple TV.
This is a true story. This is sick. I instead
Hey,
of
Tim.
doing work, I'm now figuring out the next show I'm gonna watch. As much as I think that we should stay true, I think people do want him to have some sort of sting trigger, right? I think
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are here. Is Bird too much of a stretch?
Maybe?
Blackbird. Okay. He seems like a power and strike guy.
There are more death cards. Michael Kirk saying that there are more death cards than dead cards.
Yeah, there's definitely more on that. When you roll power. Top three.
Power.
Let's do the
No.
let's do it. There's a steel wool gimmick. Give everybody what you want, right?
Yeah, give him a steel wool gimmick. Do it. Do it.
Do all the same one. Gogawa. What's your Gogawa?
Gogawa is. I have my Super Lucha stuff right next to me. Gogawa is when you roll agility or strike, so his 9 or 6 for your turn roll, you may shuffle one submission from your discard pile into your deck. So whenever he would roll agility or power.
And I had power or strike. That's my original ones to
There you
shuffle back.
So when you roll your 8 or 9, shuffle 1 strike back into your deck. Shuffle 1 strike from discard pile into your deck.
I would probably do grapple or strike. I want to try to work it where I could do both.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here's where my brain is at right now. Not sure why. When you roll power strike or grapple for your turn roll, if you hit a grapple or strike, draw 1 card.
So you roll your 9, your 8, or 10, and you hit a grapple or strike, draw 1 card.
Yes.
So draw 1 for every time you hit a strike or grapple. I mean,
what do you mean, Schmidt? Tell us. Enlighten us.
I really think that the draw one, I think it needs a little more buff, but that's just me. Because if we're making these finishes for all the other wrestling revolvers competitors, or we're going to give him access.
Keep going.
It needs a little more
What do you
love.
mean? That would be both. You get both.
You get both. Okay, so you
Right?
have
He's a revolver competitive, so like he would get them. I'm not understanding totally what you're asking.
What I was asking is if he's going to have these finishes, his own finishes, and access to the revolver finishes.
He's going to have access to the revolver finishers.
Okay.
Currently, I mean, if we could get, I mean, I also could just put his logo on it, right?
Right.
It just would take a little cunning. My expert level photoshopping capabilities.
Your photo foo. Like you could use something else.
What do you mean by use? You think this gimmick is not strong?
I don't think it's strong enough.
So this is 50% of your rolls, 66% of the cards you hit, draw a card, including if you stop your opponent.
Oh, it's not okay. So it doesn't say on your turn. All right, disregard then. Oh no, it's during your turn roll. All right, fair enough.
When you roll power strike or grapple for your turn
I'm
roll.
Sorry, brain's still waking up right now.
It's 12 o'clock, Schmidt.
Steve, I was up all night with Anthony. Again. He was sick. And yeah, I'm not making excuses. This is what dads do. So I've had 2 cups of coffee already, so
I'm drinking coffee mixed with orange cream diet Dr. Coke or whatever it's called.
Orange cream Coke.
When you roll power strike or grapple for your turn roll, if you hit a grapple or strike, draw 1 card.
Oh. And you could bring in a good point. He basically gets 50% chance to have 2 training cards, but with no deck restriction.
Dude, I am definitely going to play him with a training with submission.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Interesting. All right, so he draws. He draws. Yeah, I was thinking it was only during his turn, that type of thing. So disregard my note for not being powerful.
Horse is given. I have word that Horse did not tell his opponent he had no stops. Erroneous.
He told, according to what I'm seeing, he told Sam Stanton, but did not tell fellow Crime Wave member, the Scorpion. That's what I'm being told. And listen, if he didn't tell him, he didn't tell him. Who cares? We still won, despite his wanting to, you know.
I might have to put Paul Waterhausen right there. This is a different revolver logo from the previous ones, right?
Let me look at Sammy. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Centipedes, not the scorpion. Sorry. My apologies. Centipede. Sammy. Yeah, the revolver logo is the WR in white. That's on Sammy Callahan. On the finish is Cactus Driver 97. Yep, that WR right there. I'm stuck on Band-Aid. Band-Aid stuck on me. Leftover orange chicken and rice.
Who's eating that?
Flame Fighter. By the way, just to let you know, Flame Fighter. What was it? Sunday night came into the Zoom. Monday night. I'm sorry, Tim. I have to say this. The man worked on dishes for 3 hours. 3 hours.
At home or at work?
At home. Love you, Tim.
He's a good man.
Yeah, right? Very good man. Oh, that's right.
Who,
We have a meeting.
who racked up all those dishes, Tim?
Bob, if you want to join us, let
My
me know.
lovely daughter. No, nobody's joining us. Who's
okay.
that, Bob Dunn? I'm kidding.
Yeah, Bob Dunn's asking what we're working on. Flame Fighter said it was him.
You animal.
Right?
No, I'm just messing though. We just doing the Paul Walter stuff. We're not doing any specific characters for anyone today. When you roll power strike or grapple for your turn roll, if you hit a grapple or strike, if Bob wants to come on, obviously you can.
Yep.
Love some feedback from the
Yeah,
smartest man in the LFF.
Yeah, we'd love to get Bob in here. Definitely. If he's up to it.
If he's not still mad at you, Schmidt.
I'm just
maybe
checking.
He'll take Gramish Jean's advice.
But no, well, Bob, I'm not.
Should this be the faction in here, or should this be?
So Sammy's
over here?
The WR in that.
Because the way I'm setting this up right now is that he will be able to use the old ones, but other people won't be able to use his, which is what I like that a lot.
So you would need the faction logo on the bottom right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could also stick it anywhere, all right?
Yeah, you can. That's what she said.
I can put it here.
Yeah. Because on the other Wrestle Revolver, guys, it's on where the new logo is. So.
Yes. So.
That's
a cool new revolver logo.
It is. Yes, that's the intent here, Bob.
He could use the old finishers, but they can't use his, right?
Correct. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, this makes way more sense. All right. I think it's a very strong gimmick. I'm going to go with very. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you have variables, right? Right. You roll a 5, you lose the turn roll. You're not going to so often be able to play stops. But if you lose on 8 or 9, you also have the perk of hitting a grapple and drawing a card. I mean, your opponent also could be like, I'm going to play a strike on you because you rolled an 8 instead. I think this needs to be when you rolled.
No, when you roll. Well, other gimmicks that are like that.
If you rolled power, strike, or grapple for your turn roll, if you hit a grapple or strike, draw 1 card.
Okay.
I think that's correct. I mean, we're gonna. This is all off the brain right here.
Let's see. Let me look at someone who has a similar. What's a similar gimmick to this? Jinx. Oh, make it when. Oh, he says when. When.
If you say when, then you'd have to say when you rolled power or strike for your turn roll.
I am not Tim.
Who said when? They might be right.
Anika and Bob. So Bob's saying the first part is the restriction, the second part is the when trigger. First if was fine. So switching the if for when, I think that's what Bob is saying.
So if you rolled when I got you. When you hit a grapple or strike, draw one card. I think that's what he means,
Yes.
right?
Yep. Bingo. You got the bingos in the chat.
Let's
Bingo.
go. All right, now. Thank you, Mr. Whole Lotta Lariat. You've done your piece. House Arrest. I love that name. So good. All right, so it should just have this. Should this have DQ?
It's a chair shot.
Let's see.
Bob asking, so his finishes are generic for him and the three other new wrestling revolver guys, or just for him? These finishes.
So as these are, oh, that's interesting. So they have the logo in the middle, right?
Yeah, right.
So yes, that would be the other wrestling revolver guys would have access to this.
Okay.
What if this was like, if you are not Paul Walterhausen, if stop you lose via disqualification?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Just in general, instead of trying to be like black, because like I would love to get black and bird, but there's no black keywords currently.
No.
If you are not Paul Walter.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. I think that's hilarious. That should work. I think everyone will get a kick out of it. I think Paul will get a kick out of it too. Why don't I have like a desert color?
Does this doesn't need his logo? Because he has this.
Yeah. But you would have to put that. So if you're gonna go with the whole, if it's not used by him, then you need that logo there.
No, I'll show you.
That's Bob saying that's a very Eddie Guerrero thing. When your chair shot is stopped, the match has no disqualifications.
If stop and you are not, put that in here. We should make this really good, right? Strike, power.
Is top three. Why not? Strike, power, grapple.
If stop and you are not Paul Walterhausen,
you lose the match via DQ. Jing, jing, jing goes a trolley. Ring, ring, ring.
I wonder if it should have a spotlight beyond that.
Does chair shot have a spotlight?
Does it? What do you mean? Does the card chair shot?
Does the card chair shot have a spotlight? No, it does not. Okay.
No, chair shot.
Yeah, so this doesn't need it. This doesn't need it. Do any of the revolver finishes have spotlights? No, right?
They have stops. When this card's in your discard pile, if you hit a card with black, Blackbird, is it one word or two?
It's 2 words.
What if we just Blackbird in the name and just down the line make some? That'd be kind of cool, right?
If you want to, I mean, like, yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I feel like we could always make Blackbird cards. I feel like a lot of people off Super Show would prop off that anyway. So
If you start bringing some Inhumans to the group, yeah, we could definitely see some Blackbirds.
why? What's that reference?
So, if before the X-Men came back to the MCU, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they were known as Inhumans. So, they couldn't use the term mutant in the MCU. So that's what I was referencing. So, the mouse doesn't, hear this and start flipping out.
I didn't track that. Sorry. So before they used blackbirds as a term instead of mutants. Is that
No,
what you're saying?
Blackbird referencing the X-Men jet plane.
Okay.
And if people want to create competitors that have X-Men references, maybe we'll get Blackbird type of things referencing that. I don't know.
Oh, that's the name of their plane was called the
The
Blackbird.
Blackbird is called, the Blackbird is the X-Men jet. Yes.
When this card is in your discard pile, get a card with Blackbird or Sting in the name. You animate card this from hand. Oh, this is so much text.
Yeah. Wall of text. Oh, damn. Trailer's out already. Dope. I'll watch this later.
For what?
Supergirl.
Doomsday?
Supergirl.
Oh.
Doomsday should be happening today, too, but they haven't said when. The true name of that jet in real life is the SR-71 Blackbird.
The SRG-71 Blackbird. Nice.
Oh, nice. Let's see. Do we have anything from Marvel? Nope. Nope. And nope. Nope.
Let's talk a little pop culture stuff while we're doing this. Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Spoilers incoming.
I don't think there'll
So
be many
if you didn't
spoilers.
see it, I'd say overall I enjoyed it. I didn't sit down and watch it start to finish. I watched it over the course of a couple nights. Also while I was writing up Old School Set 3. I'd say overall I enjoyed it. Didn't love it. Wasn't blown away. But I thought it was a pretty decent start. One of the things I thought was pretty funny, and I don't know if anybody else has a similar interpretation of it. When the movie started, it kind of seemed like they were gonna gloss over the background, right? Where they were like, "You're all familiar with the story," and I was like, "Oh, this is great. We're gonna like skip right past the origin story." And then I felt like they just kind of did it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else felt like that. Like it was like
they kind of said they're already established, and then they go back into the future,
and they did the backstory anyway, right? Like that's kind of how I felt. Like we're not going to do the backstory because you know it, but here's the backstory anyway. I was like, oh man. So that was like one of my takeaways.
It's better than the other ones. I'll tell you that right now.
Not hard to do, but yes, agree.
I think the whole Galactus thing could have been done a different way. But I'm very happy they didn't use the cloud that they used for the second movie. I'm very happy about that. They actually had, you know, Galactus land on in New York and walk around like he did in the comics. Um, the female Silver Surfer, I'm fine with. There are a lot of people that were not happy with that, but who cares? Move on.
I mean,
It's
listen, it is what it is.
exactly.
It worked for the story. Like
Yeah.
I like the like flirtatious Johnny Storm and having a crush on her. I thought that worked, right? And I guess you could have done it with a man, but I don't think
So he
that's not the same.
so there was a female herald. I forget her name, but she had powers that are fire based in the
Mhm.
comics that he used to flirt with a lot. So
All right. So here's an idea for the audience.
yeah,
Sorry, I
Bob.
didn't mean
Yep.
to derail it.
Nova.
Uh,
Nova.
this would give him 311s, right? Which I think is fine for a no DQ match and DQ match. If it has disqualification, it's not really a big buff.
Okay.
Is this making it too strong for the other revolver guys?
All right.
If
Two
I leave it
power.
at +1, +2, it gives him and anyone with the same stat line as him 310s. But now making it like the overboost also would give anybody else 310s, like possibly, right? If somebody
Right.
has an 8 or a 9 or a 7, right? I feel like it might be better to keep it at +1, +2 as a spammable finish, right?
Right.
All right, so I think I talked myself into that. Make this super powerful with him, and everybody else is just man. So he could use this because of the logo in the middle,
Right.
and then he'll have the old logo like BDE, and that'll be a whole bunch of other stuff. So when this card is in your discard pile, if you hit a card with Blackbird or Sting in the name,
Mm-hmm.
you may add this card to your hand. I wonder if this should have Cobra too. I mean, there's not much, right?
No, there isn't. There's one Cobra card. So Bob's saying this if this is going to be a discard pile text, it needs a spotlight.
Yeah, it's here. Sorry, I just heard it back off. Put it back on. I was flipping back and forth. Good catch. When this card is in your discard pile, if you hit a card with Blackbird, Cobra, or Sting in the name, you may add this card to your hand. If stopped and you are not Paul Walter Hauser, you lose the match for disqualification. Done. We've got 2 files. Save as Steve folder. Look at this expanding the universe, new files. Captain Con, Cardona Myers, Holiday Wrap, House Rules, Ladder, Lucha Week promos. Oh, we should probably show those off, right?
Right?
Assuming they make it on time.
They will. Let us be positive, boss member. New positive outlook. Ooh. Bob's asking when the ladder deck is due to be out. Well, printing. When's it
I
printing?
will I will check the release schedule on it. I hope it's before the quarter ends.
I would hope so too.
Let's see.
Good
question. Google Drive, release schedule.
Leader of the pack. That's right. Little polyester. Afraid. This town gets down. I go down. Here come the Mexicans.
January prize card, and you have not
What are you saying?
ladder.
Lada. Aja.
No, I'm trying to find ladder deck.
Okay. Call me. Call me.
December.
Let's see if this RPG even comes out. Let's see.
It says that the ladder deck is set for February.
Oh, there you go. Maybe Captain Con?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, isn't Captain Con January?
It's January
Technically?
30th, 31st, and February 1st. So it's the beginning of February.
So I'd say probably not. Would be my guess. Back to the action, Cotton. If you rolled Power Strike grapple for your turn, we're good. Next one, crowd participation and the house arrest. If you say that's pronounced house arrest,
House.
house arrest.
Hausa. Cena Smiles matches this weekend.
Do you believe it?
Yeah, I don't believe it, but it's happening.
Think?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not a swerve. It's legit.
I don't think it's a swerve. He signed on to be their ambassador for 5 years. But, you never say never, right?
All right, crowd participation. I believe that this should be affected by the crowd meter, right? Seems to make a lot of sense.
Right.
What is Mr. Paul's submission skill?
7. Oh, Anika saying, no, Swerve was last night. He beat up Alex Kane for you, boss.
Was Swerve there? Even though Alex Kane and all that transpires has greatly dampened my mood and has made me very reluctant to travel to Florida. I
would.
really do not
Don't
entirely hold a grudge.
You should go.
And I did not send TJ Marconi to whoop his ass this weekend. +3 to submission. Definitely should have some sort of boost according to the crowd.
Alex Kane was one of the dojo extras from AEW last night.
Oh, very nice. What do you mean by dojo extra?
I guess he was enhancement talent.
Yeah, did they have a They have a dojo as well, AEW?
I guess so. I don't watch it because I'm doing Talking Universe. So
Yeah. The dive through one of them is a stop at like 5 crowd meter. I think it's a submission as well. If it's the diving card.
it is Fear of Diving. If crowd
Yeah.
meter's 4 or greater, stop any finish strike.
Oh, I wonder if the crowd meter is 5 or greater, it's also a lead is too good.
I don't think so.
I don't want to do the same text as standing ovation.
I mean, like,
I'm waiting.
he's
waiting
saying.
to see what you mean. Like,
So Bob is saying, just let this one bump the crowd meter when it hits. It's simple enough.
that's real good.
Yeah.
Like that's like your finish roll is +1, and you could auto kill. So I would say no bonus on it, and it would still be fantastic.
Anika saying the OPPS, Smo Joe's group has a quote-unquote dojo, just local wrestlers from each town that makes his stable look more impressive. Last night he had an appearance from Alex Kane and Aaron Dallas as far as SRG is concerned.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
June 26th.
So if it was the crowd meter is +1, that's pretty equivalent to your finish roll is +1.
Right.
That's very good on a protected finisher.
So
Uh,
increasing the crowd meter when hit and no bonuses is the Funhouse drop.
and that one needs crowd meter 1 already. So this would be better than Funhouse drop. That one happens at crowd meter 1. I don't hate it, but it is super powerful. What if it was
Super fighting robot. Mega Man.
Helmet 3D printing tip number 1.
was that terrible?
If you rolled submission for your turn roll, the finish roll, crowd meter is +1. I don't think so.
That wouldn't what that would not give you an additional +1, right?
If you rolled submission for your finish roll, the crowd meter is +1. Bob said,
But then would you get an additional +1 to your finish roll? I don't think so.
let's see. Bob, I don't think so. But
I don't hate the crowd meter is +1. It's just insanely good, right?
yeah.
I don't know if it needs a downside.
Because when it's hit, the crowd meter automatically increases, so they do get the bonus.
No, well, before the way I had it worded was if you rolled submission. What if it was like your opponent's first breakout roll is plus the crowd meter? So you get plus, like you get +1 on your finish roll, but their first breakout roll is +1.
Bob's saying go back
balance
if
it
you.
out.
Bob says if you go back if you roll submission.
But then would it add to it, right? Because like, have you already added? If you rolled submission, it's, I would say, +3 to submission if you roll submission for your finish roll. The crowd meter is +1, but would you say that that adds to the finish roll as well, right?
Yeah, it would.
I want to make sure it does, right?
Yeah.
Right. Which would basically say if you roll submission, you win at crowd meter 0. And then it wouldn't do anything at crowd meter 1 because at crowd meter 1, you would already roll an 11, right? So should this be at crowd meter 0? If you made your submission a 9, it would go to a 10, which is like effective, but not that effective. It would just be better to be +3.
You can. Bob said you can even add the word immediately, so you could immediately increase the crowd meter by 1.
Right. So what I'm trying to just like math it out, right? If you do that, all it says in a vacuum is if you roll 7, you win the game, pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Because your 7, instead of being a 10, becomes an 11, right? Doesn't really matter in any other situation. If you're at crowd meter 1 already and you roll a 7, that goes 7 to a 10 and then becomes an 11. It doesn't matter if it's a 12 in most situations. So it doesn't really do that much. If you did +2 to submission and the crowd meter was +1, just let me finish through. Then if you rolled submission, then you go 7 to a 10, which is just not as good. It's just a flat +3 to submission, right?
Right.
Um,
So Bob said, if you rolled submission for your finish roll, immediately increase the crowd meter by 1. That will increase your finish roll by 1. He's saying make it a +2 instead of a +3 on the sub, so he only gets an extra 10.
Yeah, that's just not a good card, right? I don't think. I mean, unless my logic is wrong, just a flat +3 to submission would just be better, right? Because you just don't. It doesn't matter, right? boosting the crowd meter doesn't necessarily help you. So if you just said your submission skill is +3, it wouldn't do. It would.
2 10s,
It
and
would
what's
just be
his next?
stronger then.
And he says 2 10s, and his next finish has 3 auto wins.
Which one?
Which finish is he talking about, Bob?
Oh, he means if you hit the chair shot, right? It's just
Right.
all.
Yeah.
They would be auto wins anyway, right? Because it's already crowd meter 1 and they're rolling 11s. So I feel like we're doing a lot of work where like +3 to submission would do the same exact thing. All right. If it was like +3 to submission and draw cards equal to the crowd meter +1, right?
Right.
That would like kind of do the same thing. Like we could do, I do like the crowd meter +1 idea, but it's just super strong. And especially if anyone can use it, it's probably like an auto pack. What if it was like +3 to submission, draw cards or shuffle cards from your discard pile into your deck equal to the crowd meter +1. Like,
If you want, Bob's saying if you want something unique, it said to for the rest of the match, the crowd meter is considered +1 for your effects.
yeah, I love that. There's another one too that's crowd, I think, for BDE. So maybe we do some other effects.
I have
Shuffle
5
cards or
minutes before I
shuffle cards
have
or-
to go, Steve.
All right, so
I
let's
can leave.
just
I can
do
leave the stream running and then come back and, kill it.
What time would you come back?
I'd be back by 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure I could do 15 minutes more of work.
Okay.
Draw cards or shuffle cards from your discard pile into your deck equal to the crowd meter +1. This will be protected for him. Give him 2 10s and either draw a card or shuffle back a card. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel here for this one. I also think he has several other options for cards. And then last is the house arrest. Probably my favorite. The Guy Fieri one. Who called him Guy Fieri?
Anika.
All right, nice. Schmidt, get out of here.
No, I got 5 minutes.
No.
I'm good.
All right, hang on 1 second. Be right back.
Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Smackdown in Flavortown. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Sage needs a new finishing move called the surprise exit. It's crazy. Just go upside stairs. It's just silence. They're just not home. Never like a warning, prep. Just like Batman.
It's the magic, Bubba.
Perfecto. Oh, she texted me. Let's go. First time in history
That she's techno.
that she's texted me when she's done the Batman disappear.
So she did the Irish goodbye, and then
I always complain. I'm like, it's so weird when I go upstairs and you're not home and you don't tell me.
yeah,
All right, house arrest.
house.
No. I feel like I want to boost this for him specifically. Why does
Okay.
every one of his moves make me want to boost submission?
I have no idea.
The 10 is a waste. If you rolled Power Strike or Grapple for Eternal, I wonder if we did something along the lines of if you rolled Technique,
Right.
it was a like defensive in some way,
Okay.
maybe even a stop, and it would be obviously best with him because it's like your 5, right,
Right.
and not a gimmick trigger. I don't know if that's too good. Giving everyone access to something, a second stop finish is probably a bad idea.
I think it's a bad idea.
On the contrary,
Hmm.
we could do if you rolled grapple for your turn roll, it gets an extra bonus. Schmidt, get out of here. We gotta go.
I'll go in a minute. You won't. Can you keep an eye on the chat as well too, or no?
I don't care about the chat. Sorry, I do. I'm just kidding. I will do my best to. Yeah, I'll
Alright.
pull up it on my phone.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll wait for you to pull up. Oh, Doomsday is next week.
Mhm.
Oh, we gotta go watch the new Avatar movie just to see it. No, thank you.
That's hilarious. Is that? I mean, is that really what it is? It's only going to be in the movie theater
First
first.
teaser of Avengers Doomsday drops next week. The teaser will run 1:25 and premiere in theaters alongside Avatar, Fire and Ash. Which I do not want to see.
Very cool.
I do not want to see that movie. I hate Avatar movies.
Which Avatar?
The one that James Cameron has directed. Not the
Blue guys.
Yes, the blue guys. Not Aang and Toph.
What are they called? The Navari or
The I have no idea. Navari or something. I watched the first one when it first came out.
I think the
And I'm
whole
like,
world
oh,
did.
this is Dances with Wolves, but in space. This makes sense.
I mean, I thought they were cool movies.
Eh,
I watched the newer one. I think. I mean, I don't. It doesn't really. I just remember it being like the same movie twice.
literally. All right. I'm going to switch audio here so there's no issue with the headphones. So people can hear you when you speak. Give me a second. Boop. And boop. All right, can I get a mic test?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. All right. +2 to technique, +1 to submission. Give him a bunch of 9s if you rolled grapple. Taking into consideration all the others can use this. How do I see the chat? Ooh, that sounds like a good tip. Avatar, the ride, you says pretty good, Princess Nika. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth the price of admission to see a trailer. I bet there are going to be some people who actually pay to see the trailer and then just go home. If you roll 10, this is a last word. I think for Sammy, this is awesome. If you're playing as Sam Callahan, Revolver Edition, I mean, he already has some great stuff. But this gives him like 3 10s, I believe. I think his agility is 5 in the updated one. And Paul has the perk of it'll draw a card. I think this is fine. I'm going to save this as is, and then we'll work on BDE, who Schmidt, I'm still not sure if he understands the irony of saying he has no idea what BDE is over and over again. Cool. I have a rival and revolver. Maybe I should move these together. I have to put those in there in the same folder. Oh, good point. Sammy can't use it. Good point, indeed. Should he be able to use it? They already have 6 finishers to choose from. This would give them 12. None of the revolver guys, to my knowledge, really scream at me broken top tier. So like being able to give them all the boosts might be pretty cool. Right? I don't think anybody really has kind of jumped out. None of them, I don't believe, are in the top 96. I think that is a very fair point. That's why we love Princess Anika, not just her good looks. So this would require dropping this on everything, right? It's a great point. I mean, Southern State has a field of 9 too, and it kind of worked out just fine. I think I got a crush on Paul, man. Handsome dude. I've been really trying to fit in a card number 7, 8, and 9 that considered the crowd meter like +2 for your card effects. I think that would be perfect for a Wrestling Revolver promo. It's not too powerful, and it would like you have this, and then you have the other cards, the dive through the ropes, the ball claw. I think that would be the place. Let's ask Mr. Callahan, see if he answers. See if Mr. Callahan would do that. I think that would be so dope. I know how you love random chase cards. I don't think there'll be. I don't know if there'll be random chase cards, but I think it'd be really cool if it was a. I've been really wanting to find a home for a 7, 8, or 9 where the crowd meter was considered +2 for your effects, so you could turn on like going overs and boost up some finishers. I think there'll be a lot of matchups where it's really good. Also, it comes at a huge cost, right? You're trying to power up your other cards at the cost of a 7, 8, or 9 is never an easy give up. BDE. He was just featured on Impact, I believe. They may know when the next Impact pay-per-view out in Vegas or Texas is. Oh, Sammy said yeah for sure. Todd, I agree. He was a really, really great dude. I had a very, as I mentioned, Comic-Con literal elevator pitch conversation with him. And it was wonderful. He just seems like a very humble, happy guy. I love working with folks like that. It is an auto pack with Death Choke. It's interesting, right? If you double those up, Death Choke is what, crowd meter 3 or crowd meter 4? I don't think your crowd meter is +1 for your effects is strong enough for a 7, 8, or 9. Yeah, so 2 of those with the Death Choke would be pretty crazy. Hey, who knows? Maybe there's a 7, 8, and 9 that is themed towards the Outlaw Mudcast, and the crowd meter is considered -2 for your effects. Or another very exciting program. So my idea for BDE, I had mentioned earlier, it was a gimmick I kind of wanted to do for some time. When I say sometimes, probably a week. I like the idea of cards in your discard pile are randomly buried. This is going to take some good deck construction, but knowing that all your card drawers are always live, all your draw from the bottoms are always live, searching your deck is always live, seems very good. And I think it should be instant. I don't think it should work like I play a clothesline. I mean, it could be at the end, at the end of your turn, all cards in your discard pile are randomly buried. Rest in peace. Yeah, I mean, listen, they do get boned by lots of stips. Should you be able to play a card like Clothesline, flip 3 cards, pick up a card from your discard pile, and then cards in your discard pile are randomly buried, right? Like, I think that does make sense. Not like the, kind of how some people might have interpreted Lumberjack and stuff. Yeah, that would be what I would try to do, is like card text, then gimmick. That might make it insanely good, but you still lose out on drawing dimes and, anything. But realistically, if you're playing Clothesline, right, you probably could have played a 22 that was like draw 3 cards. It would just be infinitely better. So, like, I don't think that there's a problem with that. It's so quiet. It's amazing. No kids, no Schmidt. Yes. This is a sponsorship deal, so I would feel very fleeced if I only got these two folks in here. I think we'll definitely see more from Revolver over time. I was very excited for these two. I know that BDE is a really great, YouTube personality and has been getting a great following. That sort of cross promotion is always cool. But again, Paul is just a guy that I loved Cobra Kai. I'm actually gonna go watch Blackbird. I thought he crushed it in Fantastic Four. And just from the small interactions I had with him, you do come across people every so often. And you just kind of know right away that this is somebody you'd like to work with. The energy is there, the positivity is there, the passion. And again, just the kindness, right? I've always described Matt Cardona as this sort of the same way. Matt Cardona off screen is just all about business in a positive way. It's you could feel it. You know that he's working 24/7 and he's loving what he's doing. It's really great to be a part of. All right, cars in your discard pile are randomly buried. I think this has got a lot of potential. I love seeing my guy, the Italian Bombata, working really well with the angler. I'm not sure if this power creeps that. I don't think so, because you can still manipulate your discard pile. He doesn't get to do that. This is all or nothing. And that's some real BD energy when you're just like, I don't need a discard pile ever, man. So I don't know if we need to specify here that this will work differently from a Liger's Den or a Lumberjack, or maybe it's time to address the Lumberjack match. I don't know. Lumberjacks. Let's read Lumberjack match. Because that's going to be a huge factor going forward now. You're going to see just massive card drawing decks. This is when you have to bring out the new leader of the Black Sheep during this block. When a card would be put into discard, it is instead randomly buried. So this implicitly says instead. So yes, this is very important. Making an impact, coming back the first quarter. Yes. Okay. So this doesn't say instead. Chris Danger, a lot of buzz around Chris Danger. I don't know much about him, but it's just a name that constantly comes up. I got to look into him a little bit more. Viral. The Knee of Glory. I love Sammy. Sammy just gets it. He's like, we're going to take submissions, and they're going to not submissions for all of eternity. Yeah, I think Robert the Brain Dunn also pointed that out right away. You don't want him to like not be able to win in these other matches ever. How crazy would a card be if your opponent breaks out the crowd meters +5 instead? Just make it a 5 crowd meter match for one of these viral moments. This would be a cool effect. Not necessarily good, but I think it's something that's pretty awesome. And the way this would work is you can't run it with the dive through the ropes because that's also a submission. You definitely better hope your dice are with you. He also has like the weird perk of like all the stuff that he lost, he would immediately get back, right? Because it would like get discarded and it would get shuffled. It would get randomly back buried. I mean, that's interesting. Are if they're shuffled back into your deck, right? If your gimmick was shuffled into your deck, it would be a lot of time consuming, right? Every time a card goes to your discard pile, you shuffle it into your deck. I think the random bury is better, but it would be kind of cool. One of these should definitely like, I don't know if the timing would work. If your opponent breaks out, the crime mirror is +4, and then shuffle your deck, would that make sense? Because I want the cards in play. I don't know if the timing on that would make sense. What do you think? If this card said if your opponent breaks out, you may shuffle your deck, would that happen after his gimmick? I'm not sure. It would immediately be banned, yes, to the challenge. Or it would just be a poor choice, right? They're back. I feel like you can't. No, you can't. You probably shouldn't make this +5 to power, +1 to power. Because then if it hits, you win, right? If it makes the crowd meter 5, it's a lead, and then you win. Pretty wild combo. That's a good point, right? You could just make it. The reason why I wasn't trying to do that is because I only wanted to do that with BDE, but your solution would work, but then everybody would get that effect, which is pretty good. I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but it is pretty good. Oh. Giving it a bonus beyond this. Crowd meter is 5 or greater. This card is also a lead. To make this the best for him, say +1 grapple, +1 power. I'm going to take a peek at the other revolver cards. That's Crash Jackson. A whole lot of dude. He has +3/+2, no bonus, and the Cactus Driver, which is also +3/+2. So +1/+1/+1 wouldn't necessarily creep any of that. It would also just kind of say you win, which is a little scary. Like your wool cutter, which becomes the lead. I guess it's also it is 5 crowd meter technically, right? When that card hits. Got steel chains in this guy. If the crowd meter is 5 or greater, this card is also a lead. I like it. I'm all for it. You're getting +3 in bonuses as opposed to the other +5. You're right. I mean, you're right. Almost every finisher it says you win at crowd meter 5. So I shouldn't be too concerned on that. If the card works out. The other finish strikes are incredible. Once returning, you may discard one submission from your hand to force your opponent to reroll their breakout roll. Is good. I mean, the whole lot of Lariat is insane. It's one of the best cards ever printed. Whole lot of Lariat. Then you go up against Chuggy and you hit it at crowd meter 1 in a cage with only 1 submission in your hand. Yeah, and then they're going to eat a steel chain spin to the face. I don't know who revolver-wise was drafted last year. Crash Jackson should have been. He's a phenomenal pick. Gringo Loco is probably good too. As of right now, Anika, I've changed it. I old revolver characters are getting it because I stuck this in the corner. And I did that on your amazing advice of saying that the other divisions have 9 finishers to choose from, so why not? Yes, that is correct. BDE, he's got BDE, man. He's not trying to win by count out. He wants the W. I think it would be probably an issue if not done right. But for a very long time, I wanted a card that blanked both players' gimmicks. Obviously, guys like EC3 get a huge perk. The Knee of Glory. I mean, we're competing with a whole lot of Lariat here, so we're going to go +2 to power. You know, it would be hilarious. I don't know if I would do it, but something like this would be funny if it was like insanely strong. And when it's in your discard pile, it's a negative. It'd be an interesting mechanic. Like if it was like it was something like this. Or and then if it was in your discard pile, it was a negative. But I guess it's not. It's just like you just pass your turn. So it's not really ever going to be too much for negative. Your power is plus the crowd meter, +2 strike. That seems pretty good. 6 to an 8, 8 to a 10. Crowd meter 1, 5 to a 7. Crowd meter 2, 5 to a 9. Pretty good. Crowd meter 3, 5 to an 11. I like it. I'm here for it. Most of the designs I do, I have a game plan going into it. I almost had no game plan going into this one, as you saw. I think it came together really well. I'm actually very happy with the whole outline that we showed off. So as soon as I save this up, I'm going to show off, hopefully, the promos that will arrive today. Beans is super hyped upstairs. Anybody know what the golden ticket does for Wrestling Revolver? Thank you, Mr. Bob. Wow, BDE has the golden ticket. Interesting. I also think that the gimmick capture is kind of like high flying action too, just like very unpredictable. No, Mr. Schmidt, it is not Bo. It is BDE, and I suggest you learn all about it. Let's see what we have. Brand new promo. I'm hoping they're supposed to arrive today, so let's see if they get here in time. That's why I didn't post anything about it. But if they do, these are some new Super Lucha cards that should be coming out. They moved them from a folder. Oh. Where would you be? Is there a print folder? I can't believe the event is tomorrow already. Where did they move these Lucha Week promos to? Let's see if we could get an answer to that. Still empty. If I know me, I put spin in the name. Where did you put my stuff, people? I have about 3 minutes before my team gets in here. All right, we're going to review this, see if I can answer. We got BDE, Wrestling Revolver release, Cards in Your Discard Pile randomly buried. The Emmy-winning Chair Shot. When this card's in your discard pile, if you had a card with Blackbird, Cobra, or Sting in the name, you may add this card to your hand. If stopped and you are not Paul Walter Hauser, you lose the match for disqualification. The Cobra Clutch is funny because it doesn't really give him. I guess in a no DQ match, it's a huge perk, but in a non-no DQ match, he's gonna go. You know, his 9 is a 10, his 8 is a 10, and then this will make his 7 and 8. You know, he buffs in the bottom by 1. Not great, but at the cost of getting your finisher back, and it's +1. I guess it's always a plus. The house arrest, +2 to technique, +1 to submission. If you roll grapple for your turn, roll double these bonuses. Crowd participation, draw cards or shuffle cards from your discard pile into your deck equal to the crowd meter +1. I think that's really good. And then we just saw the Knee of Glory. Your power is plus the crowd meter, +2 technique, +2 strike. The Viral Cutter, +1, +1, +1. If the crowd meter is 5 or greater, comma. This card is also a lead. If your opponent breaks out, the crowd meter is +4. I don't think this needs any sort of bonus. I think that's just a fun, cool little effect. Should you want to try to Viral Cutter people to death or something else. And then, where's Paul hiding? See here? A brand new gimmick came up with on the spot. Just vanilla gorilla on my desk. Started off mentally with a gimmick that went with 2 triggers, upped it to 3. I think we have a really solid concept here, something that's never been done. If you roll power, strike, or grapple for your turn, roll 8, 9, or 10. When you hit a grapple or strike, draw a card. So this is Matt Stevens and Lady Baba combined only on 50% of your rolls. I think it's a very fair trade-off. It's going to be very cool. I think the math checks out. The other day I was talking about Belinda compared to Leon de la Horde. With Leon, who has 15 leads, there are approximately 15 stops. Would you say that that's an equivalent if it didn't say during your turn? Now, Belinda can only do those as stops. Obviously, this guy can play them whenever he wants. I think there's an argument to be made that he would have been fine if he wasn't during your turn. But in any case, this has no restrictions. It has the parameter of you have 50% of the time your gimmick will be off. So, love it. I like what we've done here. I don't know where Mr. Schmidt is at. And I don't know where they moved my Super Lucha promos, which are still supposed to be on track for today. And if you missed it, I could show you some other of the partnerships that we've done while I'm filibustering for your Underworld champion. Your tag team champion, rather. I believe I showed these off already. Might have been in a Boss Righty Beatdown. Which one you guys prefer? We had 2 art styles here. With the Revolver. Ooh, that would give her access to Revolver finishers. Interesting. Something we should look into. That would definitely give her access to some of the stuff, right? Oh, that would do it too, anyway. I think I like this version better. That's just me. I'm not sure what you guys think on that, but I think this looks a little cleaner. Oh, we did the Mr. Cheat card, yeah. Uh, Michael Kirk, Myron Reed. I do like this version better. The version 2 version. Interesting. Yeah, the V2s I like better. The tag team. If you roll 10 for your breakout roll, you break out. The finish rolls are +1 for each card you have in play with choke, collar, death, kill, or turnbuckle in the name. That was a crowdsourced keyword salad. Killer super kick, sudden death, and cap and crunch. Your 3 finishers there. We had a request to show off some of these cards from the single cards that I was working on. Alt Art Sage. You roll power, flip 3 cards, and shuffle 2 cards from your discard pile into your deck. I think that looks amazing. Alt Art Luna Hallows. Do you believe in magic? And the Alt Art Evie Laveau. I fell in love with the emo girl. I'm in love with an emo girl. Fell in love with an emo girl. All I want is an emo girl. Schmidt, get your butt home so I can go to work, man. Stop worrying. Stop. Drive. Focus. Told me to be home 20 minutes ago. You got all spoilers on this earlier. Predictive training with Gropar the Great and Powerful. If your deck contains punch, lockup, headlock, kick, hip toss, armbar, dropkick, follow slam, and double armbar, when you hit one of those cards, you may draw 1 card, then bury 1 card in your hand. Now, it specifically says 1A card, because if you play it with Pedro Valiant, you would draw 3, bury 1, which seems incredible. I don't know if it needs that. I think draw 3, bury 3 would still be pretty awesome. But I want to make sure that it competes with the other cards. I mean, it's just draw 3 if you hit the other cards, if you just play one version. So definitely open to some feedback on if this becomes an auto pack with him, if it's draw 3, bury 1, as opposed to just drawing 3 for 1 type during your turn. These is a new card line. I think will get a lot of play. Stop any finish grapple that doesn't have a competitor logo. Pretty cool. Horse would not have liked to see these yesterday. I know that. What else we want? Dude, chill. Funky submission color here. What's that? Chicken banana. Chicken banana. Anybody else's kids play that stuff or repeat? Chicken banana. Dude, chill. I'm losing control. Kind of looks like Wrecked Chaos. We did the Backcracker Potion on expanding. Backcracker Potion. Oh, my friend, what's up, man?
What did my 17 do?
What are you talking about? What?
The one with me putting Cybernetico through a table.
We didn't do it yet. You took too long.
I was half
All right,
asleep.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Can't.
It's fine. We'll do
I
another
was thinking
one.
this will be an update at some point. When this card is flipped, you may add it to your hand. Get these updated. All right, let's say bye, man.
Bye.